Hi there MotoGP fans, welcome to the channel. You are here with the Architect and we are playing MotoGP20 on the Xbox. We are here at the 6th round of the Moto2 World Championship at the Mugello circuit in Italy. We've had some challenges in free practice with the gearing setup. Can we fix it and get a result? Let's find out. Run that trailer. So then guys, here we are down in the paddock. We are in Q2. Free practice went reasonably well, but we had a few issues with the gearing setup. So we're going to load a setup when I can find it. I think it's this one. So we're going to load this setup and we're going to go out on track. We're going to put a couple of softs on, some fresh rubber, and we're going to see what time we can get, but we may do some adjustments with the gearing as we go through this. Alright. Let's check consumption, put some fresh tyres on. That's a reasonable tyre. It's been scrubbed, so is that one. So we'll use this. 5 laps in the tank. Let's get out on track and go through qualifying.
Just a few last touch-ups to his suit and helmet and he's ready to go. We've noticed that the mechanics have been really active in the last few minutes. Let's see if they'll make the difference on...
Free practice went okay. We're up there first and second place in the FP sessions, so I think the setup is reasonable, but it's just the gearing. Just had a few issues with the gearing. I'm just not happy with it. It's a bit of a compromise between getting the fast speed down this straight and also having corner exit speed as well. So it's this gear here. I seem to struggle to get up to the top end. It's just, I think we can get more out of it, let's put it that way. I think we can get more. And I think on some of the corners our gearing is a bit too high, but if we go into the next one up it's a bit too low. And it kind of leaves us with a slow exit. So challenges in the gearing, I would say. But let's see what we can do. I haven't been playing this morning, so this is the first lap out after the FP sessions. So maybe a bit sketchy in the morning going around this track. Quite a nice track though. See there. There, right there, 4th gear. There was a bit too sluggish to come out, but if I went into 3rd it would have been too high a gear, so we may need to just adjust the ratio slightly on the 3rd or 4th gear. That's what I'm potentially looking at doing, so we'll remember that as we go into our fast lap. But we're doing well even on the opening lap. So we've got one more lap in it in the fuel tank. You do use a lot of fuel around this track. Okay, let's see what we do. So over the line then for a fast lap. Hope we don't run into that back marker. The guy in the front, whoever that is, can't see from here. As we go into the first turn. That wasn't bad, squirt on the power. Let's be a little bit careful around there. That's alright, that's okay. Oh hey Martin it is then, so round 4th, round the 5th turn. We're up in the 1st sector. Arrabbiata. Up in the 2nd sector. 0.3. Just out on the green a little bit, hard on the brakes here. I don't like this corner. It tightens up so much. And into turn 12. Try and square it off, get to the right hand side so you can enter these S's and come out fast. With 0.2 up then. A little bit down on the third sector. I like to run wide on that and square it off so I can get the power on around there and get a fast exit out. What's that over the line then? What have we done over the line? 153. So it weren't as fast as in lap. But let's go in. Let's go into the pit. Let's see if we can just extend that fourth gear or reduce it. 5 minutes left. Should be able to do something with it, I'm sure. Let's have a look at live session for a second. What are we doing? So we're off second up, but Fernandez went out on mediums. Let's just go into our setup a second and have a look at this gearing. So that's our gearing setup. Now we know fourth is a little bit too high, so we're going to reduce, we're going to add one mark on there, see if we can just get it a little bit shorter in the gear. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's see if we can go a little bit faster then this time round. Let's see how that gear feels. So it's our last chance. I'll do that on purpose, guys. I do run wide on this corner. That's my own style. That's my own line on the corner. And the reason I do it is because this is a straight. Rightly or wrongly, I'm sure there's people out there who are going to say, well, that's a stupid line to take. But rightly or wrongly, it's my line, and I do it because I believe I can get a faster exit out of that turn, and therefore get a faster straight line speed down that long straight. And that's why I do it. So up in the first sector, 0.84. Gian Antonio is in front of us, so he might scupple our lap. Yeah, that gear feels better there. It does pick up a bit more. Look, we're half a second up now. Gian Antonio now is sending us offline a bit. He's blocking our way, which is what we didn't want. We can't do anything about it through this section. So we're up in the third sector, 0.2. And this is where I can sit the bike up, look, and squirt it down this straight. That's what I try to do anyway. Whether or not it works, I think it does. It feels like it does. So first position, 0.1 up. So we'll come in at that. I think we've done enough, guys, to secure a pole. So we could be in for a good result this time round. So we got pole position, a 152, which is kind of on par with our FP3 time. We literally got a very similar time, 152.9. So we're definitely consistent in our times. And Navarro is second. He's off second behind, more or less. Fernando third. Okay, so Fernandez is third. I was thinking of bloody ABBA then. Yeah, so Fernandez, he's like second in the championship at the moment. So he'll be one to watch in this race. Nagashima fourth. So who we need to look at really is Sam Lowes and our friend Jake Dixon. So Sam Lowes 16, so he's having a bad weekend, isn't he? Now he comes second in the last race, and he's doing well in the championship, so he's currently fourth in the championship. Where's Jake Dixon? Am I missing Jake Dixon? Where is he? He's not there, is he? So did he crash? Has he not been able to put a timer? So he'll be starting at the back of the grid. Interesting.
Hi motorcycle race fans tuning in. Today's Moto2 race is being held in the hills of Tuscany, where the Italian Grand Prix is about to start. The sky above the track has been cloudy for a few hours now, but having consulted the official forecasts, Race Direction have decided to declare a dry race. Here we are live from the Moto2 class starting grid, where riders and engineers are talking over the last few details before the race.
Okay, so we've got a dry race, 42 degrees out on track. I'm happy with the gearing now, well, kind of happy. So we'll save the setup just so I've got it, because what I plan to do is use some of these for some examples in some up and coming episodes we've got about bike setup. So consumption then. So medium tyres we're going on. We're going to put some mediums on. It's a little bit warm, so we tested 39 degrees and lower is what we tested tyres on in FP sessions. Mediums seem to work quite well. 7 laps around this track. So I think we're probably going to put 9 in, just so we can use Power Mode 2. Okay, are we ready, guys? Let's go to track and start this race. Yeah, so Navarro's on hard medium, Fernandez is on hards. So it's a mixed bag. Izdihar is on mediums. So, Jake Dixon right at the back of the grid, look. He's gone on hards. So hopefully we can get a good start here. Let's go.
Not long to go now until the Italian Grand Prix here in Mugello, one of the most challenging and spectacular tracks in the entire championship.
Anti-wheelie we're going to ramp up to start with. Oh, we've got off the line. Ramp that anti-wheelie down now. We'll stay in Power Mode 2 for now. Oh, a little bit wide there. Is that Sam Lowe's? I didn't want to get wrapped up into this. Lute is out in front. Can we pull that back in? We don't want to get knocked off in the early rounds. Giantonio then in front of us now. Lute is up front. But I think we've got the pace. I really do. But if we can get some consistency around the track. And the tyres aren't warmed up yet, and I'm just running a little bit wide. But we are closing down the gap on Lute. We'll stay in Power Mode 2 just for a little while. Always run wide on that corner. Just can't pull it back. So we're on his tail. We're closing him in. He's not getting away. We just need to build in a bit of consistency here. There's my corner, run a bit deep and squirt it out if we can. Didn't quite close it off that time. Gian Antonio behind us still. So over the line. So the gap is just nearly a second. But we're good on the brakes there. Yeah, we've got him. We could be on the podium this race. Let's not speak too soon. Because he is fast around there. Ooh, I nearly went on the grass then. There's our 4th gear change, which gives us a bit of boost out that corner. It's funny, isn't it, when you go into the race, how different it is from just going round your laps in your FP sessions. When you get tied up into a race, your line changes, everything changes. This would be a really good result for us, though, if we did manage to get a. Oh dear, that didn't help us at all. Okay, now Power Mode 2. I think we've got the gearing to go down this straight faster than the other guys. We need to get Gian Antonio back. Don't want him interfering with us. I'm chasing Luti down here. Or maybe Gian Antonio is just fast. But I did make a terrible mistake there, didn't I? If I'm honest. And you never like to be honest. Yeah, I think we can beat Luti. We've got the pace. I just need to be consistent. Just need to stop making stupid mistakes. .3 seconds the gap now. Navarro is behind us. Yeah, we're definitely closing him down. So we had a good result in the last race. 1.6 the gap now. We had a good result in the last race. We got a 5th position, so we're still building on our points. And we do need to build on those points. Power Mode 2 down this straight. Let's see if we can close that gap on Luti. It might be a last lap battle. Oh, the back end's coming up just a little bit. But we do manage to close him down on that straight, so we've got a good setup in terms of braking. Power Mode 1 again, save the fuel. A little bit hot into that corner. There's our 4th gear change. I think that works for us now. I think that's all we needed. 1 second now the gap. We've got a huge gap behind us. So it is literally me and Luti. The race is between me and Luti if we don't make any more mistakes. Okay, what's the gap then? 1 second, so we've taken half a second out of him. We've increased the gap to Navarro. See if we can squirt it down here. Power Mode 2. Tyres are holding up well, the temperatures are good, look. Right in the ballpark, that's where we need your tyres, guys. 90 degrees for the front, 110 for the rear. And you'll be spot on, you'll have maximum grip. It's going to be a Luti battle. He's quick though, he's got good pace, hasn't he? And we haven't really fully developed the bike, although what we did do, we did get an engine upgrade, didn't we, on the last office time that we had. So this is a new engine upgrade, and we started electronics as well. So we're starting to get some development into the bike now, which is obviously making us competitive. Or maybe I just like this track, I don't know, maybe we've just got a good setup, because whether we like it or not, it's all about the setup. So we're taking the natural line there. Power mode 2 then, let's see what the gap is over the line as we come round lap 5, start of lap 6. Lap time 1:53, so he's just under a second now, so we didn't take much out of him that time. Starting to get a bit of wear on that rear tyre now. On that right hand side of the tyre, look. Happy with the race though, we've got a huge gap behind us. Slide the rear in, just see that rear end then sliding into the corner, squaring it off, backing it up. That's how I like a bike to feel. I wonder if Luti is going to have a tyre issue towards the end of this race. We've got 2 laps in the tank now. I hope we've got enough to finish this race. We might have to go to power mode 0. I think he's pulled a gap on us there. Yeah, he's made half a second. We're struggling with the rear tyre now for grip. So I think Luti we might not be able to beat Luti on this occasion. That rear tyre, look, is piping. 115 degrees. Power mode 2 then. Yeah, I can feel it now. My controller's going berserk in my hand. Let's see how long we can stay in power mode 2, just to see if we can just attack Luti right at the end. Oh dear. I think we're getting some interest from behind as well now. I can see the gap closing. Luti rode a cracking race here. 2 seconds now, 2.5 seconds to Luti, so he's pulled the pin. He just had some extra something in the pot there that he could use, and we're just fighting it now, trying to get it round. Try and keep it steady around there. We've got a little bit of room at the back, so we don't have to go mad. Power mode 1. Make sure we don't run out of fuel over the line or just before the line. If we don't want that to happen, we ran a good race. We're on the podium, guys. We're actually on the podium. First podium, I think it is. Yes.
While we wait for the cameras to take us to Parc Fermé to meet the stars of the race, let's take a quick look at the Moto2 class final ranking.
So that was a good race, guys, wasn't it? Consistent all the way through. It was nice, no drama, maybe a little bit boring to watch. Apologies for that, but no major dramas, and we got a position and we got on the podium. Fantastic. So first place, Thomas Luti. I'm not sure where he came from, but he had some really good pace. So yeah, good luck to Luti there. Well done. He also got the best lap. No, he didn't. His best lap, 1:53.5. We got the best lap, 1:53.3. So the pace was a little bit slower than it was in qualifying. But yeah, good result. So we come second place then. We got the best lap of the race, as I say. Gian Antonio come third. So that's our podium finishers. Navarro 4th, Jorge Martin 5th. That's not going to really help his championship hopes, but he's scored some points anyway. Fernandez, yeah, second in the championship at the moment, so he comes 7th, sorry. Sam Lowe's, where did he come? 9th, so he was struggling anyway, wasn't he, this weekend? Jake Dixon, where did Jakey come? 18th. So our teammates didn't really have a great weekend, to be honest. Okay, so let's have a look at Riders' Championship then. So Bezzecchi, he's first, 84 points, so he's extended his lead by a little bit. So Fernandez is still in second, so he's closed the gap on Bezzecchi now, so it's getting close at the front. There's not many points in this. Luti, he's moved up 3 places now with that finish, so that's good. And we've moved up 4 places, I think, 3 places. We were 10th, weren't we? So we're still a contender. Sam Lowe's has obviously come down 2 places. Jorge Martin is now 5th, so he hasn't moved. He's stayed the same. He's actually closed the gap as well on Schrotter, so he will see that as a reasonable result. But we're 7th, guys. Moved up 3 places, 55 points, 29 points behind the leader. So we're still in contention. We're still in contention at this early stage of the season. So let's go and have a look at team championships then. So we're still 5th. Mark VDS is still leading the team championship, 145 points, and the Intact team has moved up a place to 143, overtaking the Sky Racing VR46 team. KTMs are doing well.
This second place finish is an excellent result for both him and the team.
There's our podium place. This means we're competitive, guys. This means we can do it with a good setup. If we have a good weekend, we can do it. A few more podiums like this, and we're in real contention. So reputation will have gone through the roof now. Really increasing our chances of a GP ride. I'm fancying the Ducati, you know, for a GP ride. Don't know if you've watched it, guys, but I've done a couple of videos riding the Ducati. In fact, I'll put the link above in the card if you want to go and have a look at those races. I did a full distance race on the Ducati, the first full distance race. Go and have a look at it, guys. It was challenging, very challenging, but interesting to say the least. Go and have a look at that race. The Ducati is a bit of an handful. So research points, plenty of research points there, so we shouldn't have a problem in starting some development. Which brings us into office time. So let's have a look what we've got. Personal manager, no personal manager notifications, technical staff management notification. Let's go and have a look. So new candidates available for the data analyst. Let's have a little look. So at the moment, Synergy is in the chassis. Maybe we need to move that to electronics. I think we did say that, didn't we? I was going to try and move it over to electronics if we possibly could. So let's... Oh, look at that. 70 on the electronics. Subin Lee. I thought we'd already got Subin Lee. I'm sure we've looked at her before, haven't we? Oh, maybe we did. Oh, we didn't accept it. Sorry guys, going mad. We definitely need to start looking at these two now though. But we don't have a chief engineer yet in the electronics phase. So what we can do for now is we can hang on to Subin Lee, which I think is what we decided to do before, wasn't it? So we can hang on to Subin Lee for now, and we can move over to Lucia Martinez, who's got an improvement in the frame skill set, and the chassis skill set, which will only enhance our our development and research in the frame department. So we should be able to research and do some development a little bit quicker. So let's go and employ Lucia Martinez. Yes, we want that candidate. Thank you very much. Credits have just depleted from the bank. So technical staff management is complete. Research and development, there's nothing we can do here, guys, to be honest. Engine's got another 8 weeks, frame's got another 1 week, and electronics 11 weeks. So let's just go and have a look in the calendar. Let's see where we are. So next race is Catalonia in Spain. It's not my favourite race, to be honest. But we need to be negotiating. Just want to look ahead here. So we want to be negotiating with 9 weeks to go. So if we count back from Valencia, because we really want to be able to secure a contract before we go into that race. So it'd be nice to secure a contract, have a contract in place before we get to, or at the point that we get to week 44 or week 45. So let's count back from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So by the time we get to Silverstone, we need to have contract offers on the table, which will give us 9 weeks to think about that and to accept it by the time we get to Sepang. So to negotiate those offers, we're going to need 4 or 5 weeks, aren't we, to get them on the table. So let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by the time we get to Kimmering, we need to be putting some offers on the table, or showing our interest in some teams, which means contract negotiation time is coming up fairly shortly. We've probably got, after Assen, we really ought to be having a real good think about who we want to go with. So that's not a problem. We've got a few weeks left then. Where am I going? So Catalonia is our next race, guys. So that's where we're going off to next. Looks like it's going to be a wet race there. Okay, so I think we can leave this episode at that, guy. By the way, guys, if you aren't already doing so, you can follow me on Twitter, where I post all the latest updates and any interesting news feeds. You can also follow me on my Facebook page, where I post, again, news feeds, any updates, photos, other little small videos, updates on the game and MotoGP in general. And you can also follow me on Instagram, guys, where I post all the photos and things like that from my journey in this game, as well as some previews of some of the up and coming races. So if you haven't already done so, guys, head off over to those links. The links are in the description below, and go and like those pages, go and subscribe, go and follow me on those pages, guys, to get all the latest information and updates from this game and MotoGP in general. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, please give it a like, please subscribe to the channel. We've got loads of new stuff coming up, and yeah, I'll see you in the next race at Catalonia. See you later, guys. Bye bye.